Yeah, really good. It's nice to come off of the opening weekend and have 2 wins out of it. There's a lot to work on. That's definitely the case. But yeah, I can't complain about a 2-0 start against two pretty good teams, right? St. Cloud ended up beating Northern on Sunday, so that just says how good they were. That was a hard fought battle, and then Duluth wasn't a challenge for us a little bit. We did not come out to play the way we wanted to, but we ended up finding a way to win, which was nice. But yeah, can't complain about 2 wins. Yeah, no, it was nice to get her a goal. She had lots of chances on Friday too, and yeah, it was nice to just finally get her to kind of crack through and get one. I mean, she says it's not the prettiest of goals, but to me, it was a beautifully placed ball. Sometimes you don't have to have a lot of power behind it; it just has to go through in the right area. But yeah, I mean, it's a big confidence boost for her, I think, and hopefully the momentum carries, into the next, handful of games, and she can get some more because she's definitely going to be a big person we have to rely on up there to get some goals. I trust our defense. I mean, they put together 2 shutouts, which I will never complain about. A shutout, as a former goalkeeper, that's my favorite thing. But no, I mean, it came early, but I'm glad we kind of put one on the board instead of dragging the game out. And then, yeah, it was just a hard-fought battle. We still had chances in that second half. We still could have cracked through a couple more times. But, yeah, I mean, it was a little stressful, but I have all the trust and faith in this team, and they were able to, weather the storm that Duluth kind of had. I mean, you looked out there with 20 minutes left, Duluth was walking around. Like, they were tired. We were still going. I feel like I was able to sub a good amount of people, especially on Sunday, but that kind of gave us some depth. And yeah, we were able to kind of just outlast them. So I wasn't too worried because we were still getting a lot of offensive chances. So yeah, no, she came up with a clutch one against St. Cloud kind of in those last couple of minutes. It easily could have been a 1-0 game without that. But I mean, that battle's still going on. Bree had a good showing. Our other goalkeeper's coming off of an injury still, but hopefully, should be healthy heading into practice today. But that's still a battle. That's still no one's job solidified yet. So, still trying to kind of keep that competitive there. But yeah, Bree had a good weekend, so that definitely helps her case. But I think, the beauty of this team is it's super competitive at every position. We have depth, which is nice, which will help us as we get, further through the season. Yeah, I mean, she's a workhorse. She's gonna keep going. She doesn't stop. So it was nice that she was able to get a goal. I mean, at halftime, I told them, guys, a pinky toe can score a goal and win this game, and I'm pretty sure it was a pinky toe that scored. And I think she'd even say that too, right? But for me, I mean, she's just gonna battle and give everything she has. She's a pretty athletic kid, so I don't really have to worry about that too much. But yeah, I mean, she sacrificed her body and slid to get that ball. And, I think, a player that really didn't play a lot last year, it's a confidence boost, right? And that's kind of these first 5 games of our season are going to be just that kind of confidence building. And so I think, so far so good, but I mean, I think there's a lot more I can get out of her still. So hopefully continuing that, still trying to find kind of the top 3 that work really well together. And I think, that's kind of the trick, and that's, makes coaching hard, but, I think it's kind of the beauty of coaching as well. I have a problem to have to solve here, so. Yeah, I mean, they've bought in. That's all I asked from day one, was that they buy into kind of what I'm trying to get them to do, and they have. And I can't complain about 2-0. It was nice to get that first one out of the way on Friday and not have to stress much and have that kind of elephant in the room type thing. So yeah, I mean, it's exciting, and I think they're just as excited, right? Last year, They didn't start. They started, with 0 wins, a tie, and a loss on their opening weekend. So, hey, this is a little shift of pace, and I'm hoping we can kind of carry that momentum. But we play a good Northwood team here in a week, and so we'll see how that one goes. But we'll be ready for it. We have a kind of a week to kind of get healthy and prepare for that. Yes and no, right? In a perfect world, I would have liked to have a 4th non-conference game, but I was just hired late, and it didn't work that way. But I also think it's kind of a blessing in disguise, too. I mean, we have some people banged up a little bit, get them healthy and kind of, go into Northwood at full strength. with a lot more rest time than Northwood probably is going to have. So I think it's kind of a blessing and a curse, but I mean, we have a lot to work on. We got exposed on some things that we need to kind of fine tune, and I need to watch a lot of film and kind of find those areas. And yeah, I mean, that's what this week is going to be leading into next Tuesday when we play them. Yeah, I mean, I like to have fun at practice. If you came down there, I mean, we joke around, we have fun, but when it's time to go, we go. And I think that's kind of brought that breath of fresh air to the group. But again, they've bought into it. They give me crap, and I give it right back to them. But they give me a lot of crap. But I've kind of bought into that, like, having fun aspect, and I think they've kind of enjoyed that. The first 5 minutes of practice, we always do an activation thing where it's something goofy. I think we did leapfrog last week on, heading into the weekend, just to get them to laugh, right? Find that love for the game again. I think some of them were kind of teetering on maybe, soccer wasn't what they wanted to do. They weren't happy going to practice. So I think that's changed. They enjoy being out there. They enjoy each other, which was kind of my goal. But yeah, I mean, they've bought in, so I can't complain at all. Yeah, I mean, it's a number to me. I could kind of care less, right? It's, for me, I like to prove people wrong. So, why not prove them wrong? And I think the way we started the season is doing that already. But yeah, it's just a number. And I think the girls, they were upset with it, but I really don't think it's bothered them that much. It's kind of in the rear view. They know it's there, but it's just move forward and do what we need to do. I told them that the number at the end of the year is what really matters, so that's what we're worried about.